I caught something! I caught something! Clipper, come look! Oh, it's a big one!
Ah! Gulligan!
Oh, sorry, Clipper.
Gulligan, you got me! That really hurts! Stop pulling on it! You're gonna tear my arm off! Would you quit? Could you keep the hook in the water next time?
Sorry, I guess my line missed the lagoon.
Yeah. You know what? Give me that pole.
Sorry, Clipper. I don't know what happened, but I did do something right.
And what's that?
Well, you told me to catch a big one for dinner, and I did that.
Gulligan!
Well, you know what's funny, Clipper?
Throwing you in the lagoon for shark bait?
No, but I've heard that people who are marooned on islands, they lose a lot of weight. I guess you could say you're surviving pretty well.
Gulligan, I'll have you know that most of this is stress weight. Do you know what kind of burdens put on me?
No, but I'm sure your pants do.
I'm the captain of this ship that's been wrecked, and I'm responsible for all the lives that are on this island. Now, one of my jobs is to get some food for Carrie Ann to cook.
Well, she is a good cook.
Yes, she is.
You know, some days you should write a cookbook. Will your arm be okay, though, Clipper?
I'll be fine. Let's catch the poles into the water and catch some dinner.
I did it.
Thankfully.
Clipper.
Little buddy, shh. You're gonna scare the fish.
I think I got one. A really big one.
Now, hold on. Try to keep the pole steady as you reel it in.
But it's fine.
Little buddy, please, be careful. Be careful. Gulligan, you got me wrapped up in that thing again. Come on, Gulligan.
Oops. The fish must be hungry, but you keep getting caught.
Gulligan, get me out of here.
There, that should do it. I guess I went the wrong way.
Yeah, little buddy, you did. Now, can you please go the right way?
Oh no, I lost the fish.
Well, he's probably dizzy from all that. You know, fishing is supposed to be calm and relaxing. People fish to forget their troubles. How come every time I fish with you, trouble's all I ever get?
Maybe you should try different bait.
You know what? I'm going to go back to the huts. Maybe patch up my arm here. Don't come back until you caught some dinner. Carrie Ann wants to make coconut cream fish chowder.
Oh, it's always coconuts.
Is that understood?
Aye, Captain.
I got it. Listen.
Hey, I know this one.
I told you, my calculations were correct. It's the Christmas season.
You know, that's great, Dean. I see that, but how does that change our situation right now?
Why, Captain, it means we can finally celebrate. We couldn't before because we didn't know when it happened. Or any date on the calendar for that matter.
Now, all of us were knocked unconscious during the storm. We could have been at sea for days, weeks even, and before crashing here. All sense of time was lost.
You're telling me my compass is going every which way.
By my calculations, we've been here 7 years.
That's 7 years without celebrating my birthday.
Darling, we should all count that as a blessing. I say we didn't age at all since we didn't know when it happened.
Why, love it, you do look on the bright side of things, don't you?
Yeah, we know how many years we've been here, but the question is, what day is Christmas? We have Christmas songs on the radio, but all that means is it's probably past Halloween.
Yeah, you know, this guy, he's singing, I'll be home for Christmas. Well, that's great for him and all, but what about us?
Yes, Dean, the real question is not finding out exactly when Christmas is, but when am I getting off this island? I mean, I have an empire that needs my attention.
You know, I sure miss my family's good old country Christmases back in Arkansas. You know, we'd always put up this big tree and have all these little handmade ornaments on it.
Well, a Christmas just isn't complete without bullion, and I don't mean the brawl. It's about silver and gold.
I love the cranberry sauce.
Homemade apple pie.
You know, Clipper, I could make you a homemade pie here.
Oh, that's great, Carrie Ann, but, you know, quite frankly, if I must eat any bit of that coconut cream pie, I might just go mad.
Listening to these holiday tunes brings little comfort. I mean, just longing for what
Scarlet, dear. I'm sure someone will find us soon.
Love it, dear. I mean, it's been 7 years. That's 7 Christmases. And all I want for Christmas is to be rescued and, well, that for my portfolio to have increased by at least 40%.
We interrupt this holiday classic with an important news bulletin. The Coast Guard Authority, in conjunction with the FBI's Department of Missing Persons, has issued a statement regarding the 7 lost people who took a leisure cruise aboard the SS Anchovy nearly 7 years ago.
Hey, that's us! Shh! Clipper. Sorry.
The decision reached by both agencies concluded that it's highly improbable that those 7 individuals could have survived after such a long disappearance. It has now been determined that the 7 missing persons who took that fateful trip are deceased, and all efforts to find them has been stopped. We now take you back to your Christmas holiday favorites.
Well, that's that. We're stuck here forever.
Yes, thanks to you, Captain.
Mr. Powell, the Clipper and his fearless crew did the best that they could. Why, I'm sure the SS Anchovy would have sunk if it hadn't been for them.
Well, fearless crew? Are you talking about Gulligan? I didn't know fearless was one of that boy's attributes.
No, Mr. Powell's right, Carrie Ann. It's all my fault. I am the captain.
Were the captain, dear? One must have a vote to be a captain.
Everyone, please. No sailor could have handled a storm of that magnitude. We can't blame the Clipper, and we can't lose hope.
Dean is right. I mean, it's Christmas. It's the season known for miracles.
Look here, Carrie Ann. Miracles are made up to sell movie tickets. I should know. I've been in my fair share of them. I mean, I once played as heiress of a ski lodge set in the Green Mountains of Vermont, but it was due to poorly managed finances. It was facing foreclosure.
What happened, I say?
You see, this handsome young soldier was on leave from the war, and he had a gift for accounting. He swooped in and balanced the budget and saved the lodge by Christmas and won the heart of yours truly. But you see, it was as fake as that wig on Lovey's head.
The bottom line is, if we lose hope, we will lose our senses and give away our humanity.
Maybe it would be good for us to celebrate Christmas. We all miss it, and it might keep our minds from drifting to despair, even if Christmas is counterfeit, like Scarlet says.
Counterfeit? But, love it. You aren't referring to our Woodrow Wilsons, are you?
No, Keith, they're not our $100,000 bills. Those are about as authentic as Carrie Ann's wholesome smile. I'm insinuating that even if Christmas is phony, as Scarlet says, I'd rather have a fake Christmas than no Christmas at all. Christmas is a time of hope. Maybe it will help us maintain our sanity. I wouldn't look good in a straitjacket, dear.
I agree, Mrs. Powell. It would be a wise idea to keep our minds focused on something more positive.
Ooh, this could be fun. Hey, Clipper, do you think you could help us find a tree that we could decorate?
It'd be my pleasure.
Oh, Carrie Ann, you know, I once played this interior designer set with adjoining the Royal Palace of England at Christmas time. Maybe I could help?
You sound a little overqualified, but that'd be great. Thanks.
I'm more than willing to offer Gulligan services for this Christmas of ours.
Speaking of Gulligan, where's that boy gotten off to, anyway?
Well, I sent him down to the lagoon to catch some dinner for us.
Well, let's all remember, just because they've stopped searching for us doesn't mean that we're stuck here forever. The worst thing that can happen is for us to lose hope. I'll keep listening to the radio and see if I can find any more clues as to when the actual day of Christmas is.
Oh, I can't wait to open my gifts.
Oh, that is so true, Lovey. I love shiny packages filled with luxurious accessories. I mean, maybe someone will have a 24-karat Rolex under the tree. Mine stopped ticking ages ago.
I'd just settle for a new pair of pants myself.
Or a new shirt. I mean, I've had the same shirt on for 7 years.
We know!
Clipper! Clipper!
We're over here, little buddy.
Clipper! Look, you won't believe what I caught.
Little buddy, it looks like a red bucket.
Shouldn't we tell them the news?
What news? Is it better than my news? I caught a bucket.
Oh, don't spoil it, dear. Wait till after Christmas, then tell it.
Christmas. Is it really Christmas? Wow, I haven't celebrated Christmas in forever.
Well, slow down, little buddy. Now, did you catch any fish?
No fish, Clifford, but I caught this red bucket. Look at it.
Gulligan, I needed the fish for that coconut cream fish chowder I was making tonight.
I'm sorry, Carrie Ann. The fish just weren't biting. But this red bucket, it sure latched right on.
Gulligan. Now, what are we going to do for supper?
Guess what else?
Do tell, dear boy, do tell.
Look, something's inside. Listen.
I'd know that sound anywhere.
You do, Mr.
Oh, yes, that's cold, hard cash.
Money?
Maybe it's somebody's piggy bank.
Hey, Gulligan, let me see that.
No!
Gulligan, let the dean see the bucket.
No way. I caught it, and it's my bucket, and what's inside is mine.
No, I'm not going to steal it from you, Gulligan. I just need to examine it.
You promise?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Very peculiar. Nothing native to the island. It must have drifted in from another shore. There's a lock on it. I can't get into it.
Maybe we can take a hammer or a rock and break it open.
No way. You ruined my bucket.
No, there has to be a scientific reason for this. I know what it is.
What?
Well, you see, during the Great War, they used buoys disguised as naval knives disguised as buoys to blow up ships.
Great Scott, you're right. And to think I almost hit it with the rock.
Yeah, you see, the sound, that's not money, that's the mechanism for setting it off.
Are you saying that's a bomb?
Yeah, we're very fortunate that
My bucket's a bomb?
Yeah, we're very fortunate that this didn't go off.
Leave it to you, Gulligan. I tell you what, you went out there and caught a bomb. You could have blown us all up.
Well, now, it could be deactivated, but if handled wrong, then it could go off.
What? Don't do that. Well, what is it we can do?
Well, we need to very carefully take it to the far side of the island and bury it.
I vote for Gulligan to take it and bury it. He found it after all.
Here, here. Guys, Mrs. Powell, Gulligan shouldn't have to bear that burden all on his own.
Yeah, Carrion is right. This needs to be handled delicately, and it'll require a team to do it.
Well, I guess I better go grab the shovels then.
Who's going to carry it, I say?
Well, we should reattach it to Gulligan's fishing pole. It was most stable under those conditions.
Wait, you want me to get it?
Well, yeah, it's your red bucket.
And you know, you did say you didn't want anyone else to touch it.
Well, look, that's when I thought it was a regular bucket and not an exploding bucket.
Oh, all of this talk of exertion has got me a bit famished. I think we should eat before embarking on this little excursion.
I agree with Houston. Carrie Ann, when will dinner be ready?
Well, without any fish, all I have is the stuff for dessert.
Oh, and let me guess, coconut cream pie.
Well, that's my specialty.
You know, if God intended us to eat coconuts, he wouldn't have made it so difficult to get them open.
Well, I can only work with what I've got.
Well, I like them, Carrie Ann.
Thank you, Gulligan.
Dean, I think maybe we should actually just turn in for the night. Maybe deal with this exploding bucket thing in the morning.
Yes, I agree. Powell operates best when fully refreshed.
Quite right, Houston. And it will take me most of the evening to pick out our expedition attire. One must dress for success. Claire, you're on our parking for fail.
That's right. You know, it sure has been an emotional day.
I'll say, first we find out it's the Christmas season. Next we find out that the search for us was completely abandoned. And now we have to bury a bomb!
So if we're all in agreement then, we can head out for the far side of the island tomorrow morning, say sunrise?
And then upon our return, start planning our Christmas festivities.
Yeah, come, Lovey. I'll move that away, Dustin.
Oh, Carrie Ann, why don't we go ahead and turn into, I wanted to discuss with you something that we could do instead of, like traditional Christmas decorations.
Okay, sounds good. Night, boys.
Good night, ladies.
Okay, Clipper, and I cannot stress this enough. No one should touch this mine until we leave in the morning.
That means you, Gulligan.
Why are you worried about me?
Don't worry, I'll have my eyes on him all night.
And I'll see you gentlemen in the morning.
Well, Is it true, Clifford,
Is what true, little buddy?
that it's Christmas?
Yep, that's right. And we're going to try to celebrate it right. I mean, after all, it's been 7 years since we have.
Oh boy, I can't wait to build a snowman.
Gulligan, we're on a tropical island.
I guess it won't be a white Christmas then, huh?
I guess it won't be.
Christmas without snow. I can build a sandman.
Well, first, we need to discard this bomb that you found, and then we can celebrate Christmas, maybe without a bang.
Or a balloon.
What's that noise?
What noise, Mrs. Howell?
That thumping sound, don't you hear?
I hear it too.
It's probably my heart beating. You know, between digging and the worrying about being blown to smithereens, my ticker's been thumping pretty hard.
I guess that must be what it is.
There, over here, Clifford.
Gulligan, don't jump on it.
Dean, why are you tying that red bandana around that tree?
To mark the location of the bomb, of course. That way we know where it is and we won't mistakenly dig it up or stomp on top of it or something and set it off.
Oh, okay, brilliant. Can we go look for a Christmas tree now?
And start planning our Christmas festivities. We haven't celebrated in 7 years, and that's a long time to make up for.
Guys, look, I found something.
Oh, please tell me it's a fully operational plane with a single handsome pilot.
Did you hear any plane? No. Okay, sorry. It's just, it looks like there's some writing in the sand.
Ooh, writing? Let me see.
Oh, are they love letters?
No, look, it looks like there might be three words written by somebody in the sand.
Dude, I wonder what that could mean.
Sounds more like a breakup letter.
Dude, I don't like the sound of that.
Me either.
But wait, look, there's more over here. This one says sacrifice.
Sacrifice?
Dean, what do you think this all means?
I don't know.
I know what it means. There's probably some island god on this island, and he requires a sacrifice.
An island god?
Yes, he's probably looking for a beautiful star that must be thrown into the heart of the volcano. The offering of such a stunning creature would appease this island god, who more likely than not desires the company of such a charming damsel.
Dean, you don't think this could be true, do you?
Oh, Carrie Ann, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Scarlett, I think that's a bit of a reach.
Well, I wonder if he could be bribed, possibly.
Hey, look, I found one more word. It says Emmanuel.
Well, I love it. Did you hear what he said? Emmanuel. Why, it's a message from Emmanuel, our Father.
Perhaps he's trying to reach us. I bet he's lonely without waiting on his hand and foot.
But Dean, what can these words actually mean? I mean, dude? Sacrifice? Emmanuel?
Are we in agreement that none of us wrote these 3 words?
I did
I'm
not.
getting dirty.
Gulligan, look at me. Are you sure you didn't write these words?
I'm positive. Besides, if I had written it, it wouldn't look that good. My penmanship is terrible.
I can vouch for that.
So the only logical conclusion is someone else is on the island.
This is great news. I mean, it could be a rescue party. I mean, Hollywood needs it. Stop.
Christmas really has come to the island. What a gift.
And hold on to that hope for just a minute. Until we know exactly who wrote these words, we don't know if they're friend or foe.
Well, I'd say based on what they wrote, they aren't exactly the friendly type.
Yeah. Where's he going?
Gulligan, what are you doing?
Hey, check out this creepy man.
Gulligan, take that off!
Where did you find that?
Well, it was back here in the bushes next to the footprints.
Footprints?
Footprints.
Don't worry, Carrie Ann. He's probably just looking at his own footprints.
I'm afraid not, Clipper. We're all wearing shoes. Whoever made these is barefoot. By the indications, I would say probably made about yesterday.
Oh, could it be the palace butler?
Our beloved butler, Emmanuel. He was such in a hurry to rescue us that he forgot his shoes.
That's very likely, Mrs. Powell. I know I've seen this mask before. I just can't place it. But I think whoever wrote these words in the sand is the same person who owns this mask.
Gulligan?
Maybe he's just really, really ugly, and he's using the mask to cover his face.
Oh my goodness, would you just stop talking for a minute? And sit still before you find something else that's a little bit more worrisome?
You mean like this spear?
Exactly like that spear.
Dean, I'm scared. Do you think the island has savages, do you?
You know what? I should go find a perfect gown.
Whatever for.
Oh, for the sacrificial ceremony, of course.
Ladies, I don't think we should jump to any conclusions until more research can be done. But I don't think it's wise to wander off alone until we can figure this whole thing out.
Yeah, the dean's right about that.
I'll need to consult my library back at the hut to see if I can somehow discover where I've seen this mask before. I'm also going to try and decipher that word Emmanuel. I think it's somehow a key to understanding all the other words.
You mean like maybe a code to get us off this island?
That's possible, Scarlet.
At any rate, that mask could fetch a pretty hefty price from an anthropology collector I know. So, how much do you want for it, my boy? $100 sound fair?
I think Gulligan should leave it right where he found it.
Yeah, I agree. Gulligan, put the mask carefully where you found it.
Aye, Captain.
Now, Clipper, I think we need to try and keep the others' minds off the things we discovered here today, especially the women.
I need to keep my own mind off of them, Dean.
Okay. Why don't you take Gulligan and the girls out and see if you can find a Christmas tree? And the last thing we need is everyone panicking.
You can count on me, Dean. Okay, ladies, how about this one?
Here you go, Clifford.
Thank you, little buddy.
I don't know, Clipper. This one just doesn't seem quite right either.
Oh, ladies, we have looked at least 100 different trees. There are only so many on an island.
I know. I just wish it had more, needles.
Needles? Who would want a tree full of needles?
Gulligan, every Christmas tree I've ever seen has had needles.
Scarlet's right. Why, the best Christmas trees, they're big and tall, and they're full of these little bitty green needles, and they have this smell. It would just fill up my grandmother's house every December.
Well, I don't like shots, and I don't want my tree full of, I don't care what color they are.
Gulligan, the ladies are not talking about shots. They're talking about fir trees.
But Clipper, I want trees through leaves, not fur.
Never mind, Gulligan. Ladies, I know that you want the perfect tree, but what you're looking for just isn't on a tropical island.
But it's just not the same here. I mean, Christmas, it can't have palm trees, and it can't have so much sand. I mean, it's so hot here. Christmas is supposed to have snow and fir trees, and it's supposed to have the cold, so you drink hot chocolate, and the cold will bite your nose and freeze your toes. But here, it's nothing like that at all. I wish we were back home.
Oh, Carrie Ann, don't cry. I can't handle it when you ladies cry.
Ugh. Fir trees aren't the only thing missing on this island.
Oh?
I could use a date.
What? We have a bunch of dates. Do you want me to go pick some for you?
Gulligan, not those kind of a dates.
Well, here's the thing. We're here, and we need to make the best of it.
Carrie, you just need to get used to being fake. I mean, I know I'm used to it by now. I'm so used to it, I can't translate what's real and what isn't anymore.
I guess you're right. I kind of like this one. What do you think?
As long as I'm not cutting it down, I don't care.
Don't you ladies worry. We'll do the cutting down. Gulligan?
Yes.
the ladies would have this tree.
Okay, but I don't see any needles on this one.
Oh, again, don't worry about that. Just chop down the tree and watch where you're swinging that axe.
Aye, sir.
Now, remember to yell timber whenever it gets time for the tree to fall, because once it falls, we need to be out of the way.
Well, the good news is at least we can use the coconut so I can make coconut cream pies for the Christmas feast. But you know, it's going to take a lot more decorations to make this look like a Christmas. Well,
How's it going, little buddy?
Almost.
Ladies, you might want to step over there.
Santa!
Santa? What? Gulligan! You were supposed to... Gulligan! You were supposed to yell timber, not Santa.
But I saw him.
saw who?
Santa! It was him. It was really him. Oh my goodness, we're safe.
Gulligan. What are you talking about?
Well, he must have lost control of his slate and landed somewhere on our island.
Poor thing, still thinks.
Little buddy, I think maybe you've been out in the sun a little bit too long.
I feel fine. And he was wearing a red hat and a red suit, and maybe he's got both.
Gulligan, you couldn't have seen Santa.
But I did.
What you saw had to have been a mirage and nothing more.
Why won't you guys believe me?
Because Santa isn't, Scarlet, because Santa doesn't come until Christmas Eve, and he comes at night anyway. That's why. It's all made up to sell movie tickets, all of it.
Movie tickets?
You know what, I think it's time that we just celebrate together, being together, and that even though we have this season, and it's not the same as what we normally have, we can at least be together. We can at least be together. I wish we were back home. It's just not the same here.
Man, don't cry.
Oh, I better get back to the hut and see if the dean came up with anything for lights for the tree.
I better go follow the drama queen.
Don't you ladies worry. Gulligan and I, we'll bring the tree back.
I know I saw him. It wasn't a migraine either.
A migraine? Gulligan. A mirage, not a migraine. Although you're giving me one. Now let's go get you a nice cold drink of pineapple juice, and maybe it'll cool you down, little buddy.
But I'm not thirsty, and I'm gonna go find him.
Gulligan, we're not supposed to wander off alone. The dean said we're supposed to be together. Gulligan, are you gonna make me track this tree all by myself?
We interrupt these tours to bring you a news bulletin. The violent hurricane that struck the Hawaiian coast last night has left the popular resorts in shambles. In other news, the Salvation Army has experienced an influx in the theft of their renowned red camels. In their effort to track down these criminals, all red Salvation Army camels are now equipped with the GPS tracking devices. When activated, the stolen money for the needy can be found. This news bulletin is brought to you by Sherwood Fruit Cakes. It's the gift that you can keep on giving because it never expires. Now back to the holiday classics.
Now, Houston, the question we need to answer is, do we invite everyone to our Christmas party or just a select few?
Why not, lovey? If we invite everyone to our party, who will serve our guests?
Very good point, Dan. Since the good captain and the first mate are not here, you are all formally invited to our Christmas party.
Yeah.
Oh, goody! Oh, I gotta find the perfect outfit. You know, Scarlet, you just never seem to run out of gowns. How's that possible?
Oh, honey, it just looks like it. It's all about the accessories.
I found it.
Well, what's that, my good man?
The word Emmanuel, it's right here. From Hebrew, a masculine personal name. See also Emmanuel with an I. Yes, a masculine personal name, Hebrew, God with us.
Not an island god, right?
I told you, and you won't think I'm just good looks.
Are you certain, Dean, dear?
I'm quite certain. The definition that I found says it comes from the Hebrew passages.
I'm afraid you've lost me. Did you say secret passages? Houston, do you remember our home in the Hamptons that had a bookcase that opened up into the library?
Oh, yes, lovey. It led down to my rare stamp collection. I mean, who knew there was money to be had in postage?
Dean, are you talking about passages from the Bible?
Yes, I'll admit, I'm a man of science and not faith, so I don't have a lot of knowledge on the subject, but thankfully the SS Anchovy had a copy on board.
You know, I remember going to Sunday school back when I was a little girl in our little bitty country church that the city always had.
Well, all I know about charities is that they're always trying to separate a billionaire from his money.
And we would get these little bitty gold stars every time that we would memorize the Bible verse.
Let me guess, your chart was filled with little gold stars.
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, they were. How do you know that?
Carrie Ann, dear, I expect nothing less from you.
So I guess the words couldn't have been written by a well-meaning servant with a technical table there.
No.
Hey, Billy! And I was hoping Emmanuel I was trying to fight!
Well, Dean, dear, what does it all mean?
Well, the passage that it mentioned is found in the book of Isaiah, chapter 7, verse 14. Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin shall be with child and will give birth to a son, and we'll call him Emmanuel.
What? Lord, they must be referencing a member of the British Parliament, I say.
A sign? I wonder what kind of a sign.
I'm afraid the interpretation leaves us with more questions than answers. Like, who wrote the words in the sand? Why did they write them? What purpose did they intend? I still can't find that mask.
It's obvious. The sign was written in the sand to warn us. The island god is here among us on the island. And a sacrifice is needed to appease the island god.
Continue.
And if not,
We are all
Based on the limited information that I've been able to find, I would say that's a good working theory, Scarlett.
Really? I mean, thank you, Dean.
If I remember right, the son that they're talking about is Jesus.
oh, the little baby in the nativity scenes outside churches.
You know, my first acting gig was playing the third sheep in a nativity play. It did not go well.
Well, what happened there?
Well, you see, we had this incident with some sheep poop. Yeah.
Does not sound good. You know, if I remember right, Jesus was known for helping. He would do these like miracles.
Carrie Ann, I've told you once today, miracles aren't real.
Dean, do you believe in miracles?
I would like to, but my scientific mind refuses to. I like to see things that are tangible, and miracles deal with things unseen, and I can't. I trust my eyes.
Here is your tree.
Oh, Clipper, are you all right?
Yeah. I just need to sit down.
You shouldn't have done that by yourself.
She's right. Where's that first mate of yours?
Clipper hasn't come back yet?
Well, it appears you might just have a mutiny on your hands, Captain.
Well, he went running off trying to find Santa Claus.
No, I told you, no one should be wandering off alone right now.
Well, Gulligan thought he saw Santa Claus down by the lagoon.
Santa? That's impossible.
Try telling that to Gulligan.
I'll say one thing about that jolly old elf Santa Claus. He certainly does promote the sale of goods for the capitalists.
But Houston, you're a capitalist.
Why, not arguing that one bit, lovey. If Santa Claus were actually here, I'd be the first man to shake his hand and write in a big old bonus check.
Yeah, well, Gulligan's convinced that he saw him. But I told him it was a mirage.
Or indigestion from too much coconut in there.
You know, that could be it. Houston's been dealing with that as well.
No, some things should just be kept you know.
I'm sorry, dear.
Yeah.
I caught him!
Gulligans, is that you, little buddy?
Yeah, I caught Santa. See, I told you I saw him.
Oh my goodness, he caught Santa.
I don't believe it.
For the last time, I'm not Santa Claus.
Or so.
If not, I think I'd know.
Then you tell us why are you wearing that red suit and that red hat and you got that white beard?
It's a costume.
Well, why would you be dressed like Santa Claus?
No, there are more important questions to ask here, like, who are you and how did you get here?
If you would get me untangled, I would gladly answer those questions, and I have a few of my own.
Sorry about this. Gulligan, we need to get this man unraveled completely.
But he might run off. He put up a heck of a fight pulling him in.
Just here, have a seat over here.
Thank you. See, it's just a beard. I'm not Santa Claus, I'm a woman.
We apologize for the boys' manners. Not everyone on this island shows proper etiquette.
This is an island?
Yes.
Deserted?
Well, other than the seven of us. Yes.
Technically, we have seen evidence of someone else on the island, but no definitive proof.
Sorry about catching you with my fishing net here. I'm going.
Yep, and I'm Clipper, or rather Captain Clipper of the SS Anchovy.
And I'm Houston Howell III, the billionaire.
And I'm his wife.
I'm the dean.
I'm a movie star, Scarlett Rooney. Last but not least, hi, I'm Carrie Ann. And we're here on Gulligans.
They named the island after you?
Well, I was the first one to set foot on the island.
Wait, did they say you're the captain of the SS Anchovy?
Yes, ma'am. What's left of her, anyway.
And you're the 7 missing castaways? You know, I just read an article about you, and Dateline just did a special on you. I can't believe it. This is incredible. You're all alive.
We're very fortunate. We've been able to use the resources on the island to survive for this long.
Yeah, now that you know who we are, who are you?
Well, my name is Joan Hale, and I work for the Salvation Army. I'm what they call a bell ringer. And I get people to donate money by putting it in my red kettle. It's usually just loose change. But the Salvation Army takes that money and they use it to help the poor and the needy at Christmas. We're a Christian organization.
Wow, that sounds pretty noble.
Oh, wait, all you do is just ring a bell.
Well, it gets people's attention, that, and some of us wear those Santa outfits, and that's why I've got this on.
Now it's all making sense.
Okay, so that's who you are, but how did you wind up here?
Well, I was stationed in Hawaii, and who wouldn't want to be a bell ringer in the lovely beaches of Pineapple Paradise? But that is until you find out you have to wear this red outfit and all this heat.
Hawaii. That means you must have come from the Pacific Ocean. That narrows down our possible location.
Well, I was ringing my bell down by the pier when this violent hurricane comes along and this road wave swallowed me and my kettle up whole.
Ooh, that sounds scary.
Yeah, then what happened?
Well, it's kind of a blur. See, I was tossed and thrown all about, and then I must have blacked out because I came to and I was clinging to this log, and I floated for several days before I finally ended up on the beach here.
How did that
Wow, it sounds like a miracle.
The good Lord, no doubt, has kept me alive, but seeing that you guys have been here for 7 years and haven't been rescued, that doesn't look too good for me.
You said, good Lord, I say. What did you mean by that exactly?
Why, my Lord Jesus, whom I serve.
You didn't by chance write 3 ominous words in sand on the other side of the island?
No. Have y'all tried to get up there?
Have we tried?
We try everything.
Couldn't you just build a raft and sail out of here?
We tried that. The problem is, we have no idea where we're at. So navigation is impossible.
Right. Yeah, and We only have enough to store water maybe for like a week. But then if we didn't find land by then we'd all just perish.
You know, and the few times we've come close to being rescued, someone always fouls it up.
Now, why is everyone looking at me?
I suppose we'll have to make one more invitation to our Christmas party.
Yeah.
A Christmas party?
Yes, my good lady, you see, we Powells, we love to celebrate.
You see, we didn't know it was Christmas until recently we heard Christmas carols on our radio.
You have a working radio?
Yep, it's our only source to the outside world.
How does it operate? I mean, batteries wouldn't last that long.
Well, you see, the dean here found a unique way to recharge them using bamboo, coconuts, and an exercise bike.
They can do all of that, but they can't figure out a way to get off this island.
We're excited to celebrate Christmas once again.
You know, Joan, maybe you can help us make some more decorations for the tree and the hut.
We know it won't be the same as back in the States, but, you know, if we try hard enough, maybe we can imitate the feeling of the season.
You know, it doesn't matter where you are. You can celebrate Christmas anywhere.
I admire your courage, ma'am, I really do, but we can't deceive ourselves into thinking a Christmas could be the same on a deserted island with no phones, no lights, no motor cars, not a single luxury.
It's like we're Robinson Crusoe out here, as primitive as can be.
I think you all have some primitive priorities when it comes to Christmas. But since I'm new here, I'll do my best not to get into a disagreement. I forgot! A phone!
You have a phone?
Oh, that's not my phone.
Better fish than Gulligans.
Is that wait, you do have a phone. You can call 911 and get us rescued.
Yeah, but I can't get a signal. There's probably not a cell tower anywhere near here.
Wait a minute, you mentioned a red bucket?
Yeah, it's the red kettle that they put the donations in.
And those didn't happen to have a lock on it.
Yeah, it's a silver lock.
And about how big would you say it was?
I don't know, maybe the size of a bucket or about the size of a beach bag.
Dean, she's talking about Gulligan's red bucket.
You make me the naval mine?
You found it?
I think we did.
You guys, that's great. We can get off the island.
How? By blowing it up?
What?
Never mind him. How can the bucket get us off this island?
It's a red kettle, not a bucket. And you see, the Salvation Army has equipped all of these, the kettles with a GPS tracking device. We can activate, it's on there to eliminate the theft.
Sounds complicated.
Yeah, but if we activate it,
The authorities would pick up the signal and then they would send out a search party.
This is incredible!
Yes, we get to have a real Christmas at home after all.
Let's get it and turn it on.
slight problem.
We buried it.
What?
Yep.
Why on earth would you do that?
Well, see, he thought it was a bomb.
No, the why isn't important, Gulligan. The thing is, thanks to my forethought, we know exactly where it is.
Well, what are we waiting for? I said, let's go dig that thing up.
Now, there's another problem.
Oh, Dean, we'll still invite you to our Christmas party.
Yeah.
No, I don't care about the Christmas party. It's the volcanic seismic activity. It's going to interfere with the signal, the GPS signal, and it's going to block it. You're not going to be able to receive it.
Oh, come now, Dean. We can't let that stop us.
No, it's not a problem. We just have to get it and take it far away from the island where it can clear the volcanic seismic activity.
We could build a raft.
Yeah, we could all get on the raft, and then once it's activated, then they'll send out a search party looking for the kettle.
Yeah, but won't we get arrested for stealing the bucket?
Who cares, Gulligan?
Not if I explain what happened to it.
You know, I think for the first time, we have a viable plan.
Yeah, Gulligan, let you and I go dig this thing up.
Well, let me do.
Very well, Carrie Ann.
Well, the rest of us will get started on building a raft. With any luck, we could be celebrating Christmas tomorrow on the mainland.
Ooh, we won't even have to bake it.
No one else here believes in miracles, Joan, but I think you washing up on this beach, it's been a miracle.
Well, I think in some small way, God is turning a tragedy into a triumph.
You all can believe what you want to believe, but there's a scientific reason behind all of this. Miracles are a matter of coincidence.
I respectfully disagree.
Well, let's all get going. Gulligan, go find our shovels, little buddy. We're gonna go home.
Aye, sir.
We've been digging for hours, Clipper. Isn't it anywhere around here?
I don't understand. You know, the dean had it marked by a red bandana. I just don't get it.
Well, that's because you're using it, remember?
What are you talking about?
Look, it's been in your pocket this whole time.
But how? I didn't take it off. I didn't take it off the tree. Gulligan, you gave me this.
But you were sweating really bad when we were cutting out the tree for the ladies, and I was just trying to be nice.
Gulligan, you bonehead. Now, this was the red bandana that was supposed to be the mark of location of a bomb.
You mean Campbell?
You know what I mean.
Clipper, are you all right?
I don't know. Maybe it's my blood pressure. I'm just getting a little bit dizzy.
Here, let me find something to sit down.
Here, Clipper, you're sweating bad. Use this.
Thanks, little buddy. Gulligan!
Sorry, Clipper. Just trying to help.
I just don't know how we're going to find it now.
Well, we got the raft built. We're ready to go.
Yeah, I even added the finishing touches.
It's a fine craft, Captain, and I believe you will certainly approve.
Where's the red kettle?
Well, you see, Gulligan took the red bandana off the tree that marked the spot earlier when we were tree hunting.
Yeah, we dug up this entire area.
I can see that.
I meant to do the right thing.
Oh, Gulligan!
You really screwed up this time, my boy. Really, really bad.
Yeah, we could search this island for weeks, months even, and still never find it.
We'll never get off this island. We'll never get to have a real Christmas again.
Without that kettle, I'm trapped here.
Listen here, lady. We're all in the same boat. And you've only been here a few days. Try being here for years.
That's just it. You guys are all used to each other. The thought of me standing here for the rest of my life is going to drive me insane. Whatever could she mean by that? Mrs. Powell, you and your husbands, your whole life revolves around your wealth.
Guilty as charged.
And Dean, you think science is the answer to everything. You put all your faith into it.
Yeah, I trust with my eyes and what I can see.
And Scarlett, you may be rich, famous, and beautiful, but everything you do is fake. You're superficial and what was that word? You're superficial and you think everything is fake and you live your life that way.
Well, you know, most of the time, I'm acting sometimes better than you.
Don't turn it off. And carry it.
You really are going crazy. Me? What about me?
At least you're kind. But you have Christmas all wrong. You think it's about fir trees and snow and everything commercialized. Christmas can't be bought, or sold, or decorated, or advertised.
That's such a mean thing to say.
I'll say, you listen here, you bell ringer.
You're so caught up in wondering what everybody else thinks, you don't even know about what you feel yourself. Your whole life is just built on everybody else's beliefs.
What about me? What's my problem?
Gilligan, I don't even know where to start or end with you. And Santa Claus is not the answer to your problems.
That sure was sad. Are you leaving us?
Yeah, where exactly are you going?
Well, I can't stay here. You guys need rescuing, but it's not from this island. There's only one who can rescue you, but I don't think any of your hearts are ready to receive him.
I don't think we could be that bad. Do you, Houston?
Why, of course not, Lovey. This woman is obviously suffering from too much salt in the air. Why, it's made her salty.
Where are you going to go?
I'm taking the raft and sailing out of here.
But you have no way of knowing where you're going.
I'd rather take my chances out there than to stay here.
Not if I stop you.
You have to catch me first, Clever.
Gulligan, stop her!
Oh, she's gonna take our raft! I upholstered the seats in hide.
Gulligan, if I was you, I'd be searching for the real meaning of Christmas. They have no idea what it is.
It's not going to matter. She won't get very far. She's making a terrible mistake.
Stop her, I'll throw it.
Goodbye, Gulligan. God bless. Oh! You hit me with a coconut.
Great shot, little buddy.
Look at her raft, it's drifting away.
Let her go. She'll be back on the beach in a day or two.
You know, for a woman who claims to be a Christian, she was not very nice.
No, she wasn't. I hope we don't ever see her again. She didn't have anything nice to say about any of us.
There's that thumping again. Captain, is your heart beating again?
Wait, I hear it too this time.
No, those aren't heartbeats. Those are drums. It's the rhythm of
Rhythm of what, Dean?
I know where I've seen the mask before. Of course, it's a One-Bean warrior mask.
London, who are they?
Well, they're these ferocious cannibals. They live on the uncharted islands of the South Pacific. They've never been extensively studied. This could be great.
Cannibals?
Goodness, those drums are affecting my hearing, Lovey. I thought he said cannibals. Well, what did he really say?
Houston, darling, he did say cannibals. And I must say, I care little for which political party that they're privy to. Because they're good sailors with reliable boats.
Yeah.
Mrs. Powell, cannibals eat people.
Oh, are you sure they're not in politics?
No. The drums, they're echoing their battle cry. It's a song to gather for a great feast. Oh, I'm gonna get to study this.
Oh boy, a feast. I can really go for a good steak. All that digging made me hungry.
Little buddy, we would be the feast.
Yeah.
Oh.
If I'm right, and my GPS says I normally am, the Wondians have us surrounded.
Great Island Christmas this is. I mean, we go from almost being rescued and getting to have a real Christmas to being a Christmas feast.
Hey, what do we do? Run!
It doesn't matter where we go. We're surrounded.
We're coming, I must say! I'm in the grocery store!
Houston, we have a problem. They don't like rich tasting food.
I'm sure we'll be the last on the menu, Lovey.
And it must be like in the reserve post.
Everyone, don't panic.
Don't panic! We're surrounded by meat-eating savages and you have to remain calm!
I do this.
You know, if the one hasn't been on the island this whole time, how come we've never seen him before?
Well, I'm thinking that Scarlett's theory was the right one. The Wondians, if my memory serves me correctly, they worship this island god, Lono. And those words in the sand, they wrote them. We should have read them in different orders, though. Emmanuel, we know that means God with us. The island god Lono, they think he's here on the island. They think that Lono means a sacrifice or appeasement. Hence, we are doomed.
You know what? It's all Gulligan's fault. I mean, if he didn't catch that red bucket, we wouldn't have ever gone to this side of the island.
I can't help it. If the red bucket likes worms, it bit my line and all I did was reel it in.
The drums are getting louder.
They're closing in. This is how a small town Roman pirate songs are played. But if they're making a sacrifice, they're gonna have me. Our cousin and all this thing is satisfied with what we got.
We won't let them take you, Scarlet.
And as Scarlet is the first time I'm actually not envious of you.
But Scarlet is making progress.
Listen, the drums.
They've stopped.
Maybe they had a Snickers bar and they're no longer unsatisfied.
Everyone, keep still.
Oh no, it's one of us! I don't want to be a sacrifice!
Stay close. A united front might be our only defense.
Push it forward.
No.
I hope they don't put barbecue sauce on me. I really don't care for it.
I found him, Chief. No one moves.
It's speaks English.
You are doomed! Hey, Clifford! He's making that steak. Not me, I'm too skinny and tough.
Did you find the 3 words in the sand?
Wait, you wrote them?
Yes, I was me. I wrote them. How I wrote them. Chief of the Indians, ruler of the island.
We're sorry. We didn't mean to land on this island. We didn't mean for it to be shipwrecked here.
Oh. Chief.
Chief, I don't think they understand the severity of their actions.
Or any actions, the lack of actions, the words written says that there's a warning for you of the impending doom.
Please don't throw me into the volcano. Take care of Ian.
Stop your crying. You're going to flood the earth.
Oh, okay, just please keep in mind, due to my complexion, I burn easily.
I think, Chief, we should handle this in a civil manner. Like I say, how much money would it take to buy our freedom?
No gold won't get by your freedom. No labor can save you.
Now, how did you learn to speak English?
Oh, many thousands of years ago. Missionaries come and teach us. They teach us to speak like they did. They showed us God's way.
And you're referring to your god, Loman.
Oh no, we don't worship false gods no more. We all say, oh no, we serve a new God.
The God.
So this new god, does it require a sacrifice?
Of course it's a sacrifice.
Not good.
Well, he is Lord of all. And we came to show you the truth about the Lord's birth. But the words were to, in the sand were to pique your curiosity, to know more. The 3 words give hints to the greatest story ever told.
And what sacrifice does this god require?
A perfect sacrifice, of course.
Well, I guess you're safe, Scarlet.
Gulligan, I can't believe you said that.
Oh no, none of you are good enough. No man is good enough. No woman is good enough. No one is good enough.
So, you don't plan on throwing one of us into that volcano back there to appease this said god?
I told you these people weren't the weakest quickest. I told you these people weren't the quickest hook on the camera.
So what about eating us?
Eat you?
You're not cannibals?
Oh, no, they're definitely.
No! That's repulsive. Our people used to be hundreds of years ago, but we found God's way. We abandoned such practices, although sometimes I get the urge and give in to desire a little bit. Oh, just kidding, of course. Oh, you should see your faces.
Good one, Chief.
That's not funny.
Oh, our old God required such foolish things, but not the true Lord. He requires so much more.
And you said a perfect sacrifice. What kind of a perfect sacrifice?
A sinless one.
Oh dear, now they get personal.
We came to show you the truth, the real story of Christmas, but you don't seem to want to know. You don't understand the real story, but you're not understanding these strange ideas that you have. You have strange ideas, ones that were not good at all.
Well, tell us what Christmas means to you then.
It's not frills and teens.
Teens?
That's what I say, teens.
I think he means things.
Oh.
On this night, we celebrate the birth of our Savior. 2,000 millennia ago, a woman was with child. She and her husband traveled to a town called Bethlehem, Kind of like, get the visual aids.
Oh, I almost forgot.
Yes.
Come on, guys, I got visual aids. Let's get in here. Is that a flannel graph?
Yes. Missionaries give it to us.
Yeah, but you said they came many fathoms ago.
Oh, yes, I did. Photograph, ancient device, but still very, very effective. Yes. Yeah, it's still fair.
I'm ready, King.
Okay, the woman, show us here. The woman carried the King of the kings and the Lord of lords and the Son of the Creator of all life, and but they found no hut to put down their heads. And all huts were taken.
Oh, wow, that's sad.
Yeah, they had to shelter in a stinky stable. Can you picture it?
You've been the clipper this whole time.
The greatest ruler of the world ever was about to be born in a lowly barn. Amongst the dirty animals, with all the straw and no place to put his head. And he was born on what you call Christmas. It was in the morning, and all the Gulligans do the same. When the sun rises on the 25th, we Gulligans worship the birth of the King.
Am I to understand you're speaking about the baby Jesus?
Yes.
And what happened to this King Jesus?
Yeah, you see, I thought that he was made up to sell movie tickets. I mean, there's a lot of movies about him, blockbusters too.
The King came to save you and me.
From what?
From ourselves, of course. You see, sin, we are all guilty of it. It is a poison. It separates us from the true God and Jehovah. That's his name. And there is only one remedy, and that is why, that is why he came down here to save us from the wages of our sin. In the manger, Jesus was born.
I say, I've got plenty of money. There's always a price to pay to get out of anything. So I say, oh boy, how much would it take?
The price is death.
Ow.
Perhaps you can negotiate the price.
Yeah.
You funny lady. No bargain will free you. Jesus is the perfect sacrifice. He's the Son of God, the Jehovah. It's why he came down to us. We were all doomed.
So, is that what you mean by Emmanuel, God with us?
Oh yes, it means God became a man. Thus he could be the sacrifice that was needed.
Without it, we are all doomed.
I really wish they'd stop saying that word.
Well, what can we do?
Believe on the one true King, this Jesus. He paid the price. And when he grew up, he became the ultimate sacrifice. And he was hung upon a cross with large spikes, big spikes, and his innocent blood that he poured out of him, and it purchased our freedom from the bondage of sin. So we were no more doomed.
And you want me to believe that all of this happened? I need more proof, more than just some felt figurines.
The scriptures from God's word is the proof you need. It was foretold by the prophets that in Isaiah, prophet Isaiah, he's the one. It all came to pass. Everything he prophesied, and the events of his birth and death were recorded by Matthew in the New Testament and Luke. It's all right there if you just use your eyes.
I want to believe you, but I've never believed anything was real.
Oh, trust us. He is real. His creation expounds his greatness. It shows of his mighty works. The wonders of life proclaim his existence. And you, Dean, your science only confirms. Oh, where'd you go? There's a mask, I can see. Your science only confirms what you have to look at it.
Maybe I need to look closer.
Oh,
No need to look close. Just look, he's there.
You know, guys, I've never really said this before, but I do believe that there was some kind of force that saved us from that storm. It was violent 7 years ago.
You know, I felt it too, Clifford, and I believe it.
real Christmas. But what I thought was genuine was just keeping me from the truth.
Houston, dear, I feel a strong sense of guilt for our behavior. The conviction I'm feeling is tugging at my heart. My love for money has blinded me. I believe in this Christmas, the real one. I need him to save me.
You mean you're going to put stock in what these, excuse the phrase, savages have to say?
Houston, when I know something's true, I know it. I feel this Jesus reaching out with a gift that doesn't cost us anything.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'll put my trust in the almighty dollar. It's worked for us pals for a really long, long time.
You know, it's a nice theory, maybe even a good working theory, but I need more data to make a proper judgment.
Faith is the evidence of things unseen. If you all believe and confess you are sinners, in need of the Lord of Lords, the King Jesus, then you will be saved from the incoming doom!
Guys, I feel lighter, like a great weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I don't even need to pretend that it's real. I mean, I'm actually experiencing it.
Yeah, thank you for showing us this real Christmas.
And for not eating it.
We wondered, we're giving this gift to you. The gift many years ago that our people was received gratefully, but this gift is for everyone, for all life. It must be passed to others. You have to share it so they too can live.
Well, if we ever get off this island, then we'll do the same.
Guys, that mean Joan lady was right. What do you mean, Scarlett? She said it wasn't rescuing from the island that we needed, but rescuing from ourselves.
Yeah, come. We prepared a feast for you. The best of the Lundian dishes back at your hut. We've got dishes for you. It's our gift this Christmas.
No, a feast. That's something I can't accept.
Oh, Houston, dear, I really do hope you change your mind.
Well, I'm sorry, lovey. My mind is made up.
Dean, what about you? Don't you want this gift too?
Please, Dean, we don't want you to have to face the impending doom.
Ladies, I appreciate the sentiment, but you should know by now, I think everything through.
No sense in trying to force their lack of making the right decision. The God of all things gives free will to each of us, so that the grace is the one thing that we must make, and that's the only way that we can come to Him, and that alone.
We have done our mission.
Well, I don't know about anybody else, but all this fear and trembling, it's kind of giving me an appetite.
Clifford, I thought you always had an appetite.
Very funny, Gulligan.
You know, it sure was a turn of events.
I'll say, we're very fortunate.
From looming death to jubilant life.
Oh, come on, new friends, come let us celebrate the true meaning of Christmas.
You know, no gift from a man in a red suit could ever top this.
Little buddy, I couldn't agree more. And you know, I'm sorry I've been so rough on you, man. I'll try to do better and not get as frustrated with you.
Thanks, Clifford.
Come on, everyone, before our food gets cold.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was blind, but now I see.
Wow, thank you so much for this nice feast.
Yeah, it isn't quite the spread that we had back in Arkansas, but it sure is good.
This persimmon punch is absolutely to die for.
Those may not be the best choice of words, Houston.
Well, we shall have to tip them handsomely, I say.
And we're positive that the meat we're eating is indeed well boiled.
Mrs. Powell, why would you say something like that?
Please tell me I'm not the only one that had that thought cross their minds.
Oh, it is bored. Is it not to your liking?
It's for everyone, I already checked.
In that case, please pass the quattro gravy.
Everything okay?
Oh, yeah, everything's delicious. delicious. I just swallowed a fly.
I know we were all hoping to get rescued, Christmas, but I feel like my soul's been rescued, and I'm thankful for that.
And I finally experienced something real, like me.
Yeah, and this food is very filling, but the emptiness that I had in my heart, it's full now.
Doesn't matter where we celebrate Christmas. It's about Jesus and his rescue mission to save us from our sins.
I'm just so happy.
Me too, little buddy, me too.
I think a toast to our new friends is in order.
Yeah, Dean, a great gesture, and one that will hopefully get us on a new topic.
Allow me, as captain of the SS Anchovy, I'd like to make a toast to our Rwandian neighbors and to our newfound faith and a new outlook on the celebration of the King. Cheers!
Cheers!
Chief, I'm confused. They say make toast, I know some of the bread.
And they call us barbaric. We shall leave you now as we must get back. Come, we must leave, and we will see you again. Must get back to our tribe, and please enjoy and don't hesitate to call us if you need us. But after all, we are we're your neighbors. But please don't stop by too often. Sometimes neighbors who forget boundaries are not good neighbors. They seem to overstay their welcome.
Well, don't worry, we won't.
Wait just one moment, good man. I do have a question.
You've changed your mind, Houston, and wish to accept the free gift?
No. I was just wondering if perhaps the Rwandians know of a way to get off of this island.
How have we not thought to ask this before?
Oh, of course we do.
Yeah.
Yes! But why would anybody ever want to leave?
This is paradise.
Yes. Merry Christmas, strange maroons. We must go.
Merry Christmas to you.
Did they just call us stupid?
Well, I don't think I want to argue with them if they did.
We interrupt your holiday festivities to bring you a news bulletin. A bell ringer from the Salvation Army named Joan Hell, who has been missing for 3 days, has been found.
Hey, you're talking about Joan.
She was found when the raft she was on drifted towards cell phone service. And with only 1% left on her battery, Joan Hell could make the call that saved her life.
That's wonderful.
She wasn't very nice to us, though.
Yeah, but Joan did actually speak the truth about us. We just didn't want to hear it.
Yeah, but you know what this means, don't you?
Please enlighten us, Dean.
Well, despite her rude rhetoric, she was at least a decent lady, and I'm sure she'll tell everybody that we're alive and where we are. I'm sure the rescue party's already been dispatched.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Miss Hell received a harsh blow to her head, resulting in mild amnesia. She has no memory of the past week, or where she was, or how she ended up on the raft in the middle of the ocean. The Coast Guard are calling it a Christmas miracle.
I wonder why she doesn't remember anything.
Could it be someone hit her in the head with the coconut?
My bad, Clipper.
Gulligan, you know what, buddy? Come here.
No way. You just want to hit me with your hat.
Oh, Gulligan, come here, little buddy.
No. Scarlett, Karen, Dean, somebody come help me.
Gulligan, come on. Don't make me chase you on a full stomach. Gulligan!
We now return you to your regular scheduled programming. Merry Christmas from all of us, and good day.